offers to do more favorable deals with them, and Live Nation denied this, but who knows. As a result, it made the decree extend another 5 years, and they revised it just to be more clear about what Live Nation can and can't do. So they're still under that decree for a few more years at this point.
Interesting. Yeah, so quite literally, the thing that the decree was meant to prevent was what Live Nation was then accused of doing. And so the Department of Justice said, well, we're going to make it so that it's a little bit more clear, so you don't have these gray areas, and also we're going to make you hold to it longer, which is fascinating. Now, all of this, of course, is about investigating what happened and, in theory, making changes that would have an impact on the way that this is all working, or I should say not working. Has anyone come up with any ideas to actually solve the problem? And if so, what are the proposed solutions to this issue? Or is this more about punishing the company and then letting the company figure out how they're going to solve it?
I think it's still up in the air at this point. At the hearing, there were some potential solutions thrown out. One of them is waiting and see what comes of the ongoing Department of Justice investigation into Live Nation, and if that investigation finds that Live Nation is acting as a monopoly, then the senators on the panel said that breaking up Live Nation could be on the table. Some other proposals were they talked about the Bots Act, which was passed and basically gives the FTC license to crack down on ticket resale firms that use bots, buy all the Taylor Swift tickets, then mark them up for like 4 times the price. And that act has only been enforced one time in 2021 when there were 3 firms that were fined a total of $31 million, I believe. And so some of the senators were saying, like, well, the FTC enforced that more. And then another proposal was, what if reselling is legal, and what if, like, you can't transfer a ticket? But I don't really think people were enthusiastic about that, because then, like, what happens if me and my friend for a concert and my friend can't go anymore? Like,
right.
It's just like not really a solution.
And it also opens up Live Nation / Ticketmaster to make a bunch of money on ticket insurance. You know what I mean? And then you pay that $15 so you can get your money back because you get sick and can't go, instead of being able to sell it to your friend. Yeah, this is, I mean, in this one very specific way, I do have some, feels and understanding for this company, because this is a hard problem to solve, and I think that that's why it has taken, in part, taken such a long time to do it. I think that it is perhaps a good idea for there to be some pushback so that the company sort of prioritizes this, but I think it'll be fascinating to continue to watch to see how these companies are going to try to fix the problem. But in the meantime, I'm curious, Amanda, do you foresee, if you can look in your crystal ball, artists sort of making their own version of Ticketmaster? Because I know there were early calls for that, and folks saying, hey, if anyone can do it, it's Taylor Swift.
I don't know if Taylor Swift necessarily wants to do. I could call her up right now. No, I can't. But I don't know. I think that it's hard to start a company, even if you're a celebrity. There's just a lot that goes into making a platform that has these kinds of, like, tech innovation that can stop the bots, which it's like if Ticketmaster can't adequately stop bots, and they've been doing this for how long, then, like, if Taylor's platform tomorrow, does she have the resources to invest in people to make the kind of technology that Ticketmaster hasn't successfully implemented? Which, I don't know, I mean, like, never underestimate Swifties. Like, they can do anything, but I'm afraid of them. They are a formidable force on the internet.
Indeed. Well, I want to thank you so today. If folks want to follow you online and make sure they're staying up to date with your work, where should they go to do so?
I am unfortunately still very on Twitter, the habit. So my Twitter is at asilbrights, ASILB Rights. And you can find my writing on TechCrunch. And I have a podcast, Wow If True, and it is, I think it's good. So you should listen to it.
Absolutely. I didn't realize that you did, and I will be downloading or subscribing to that, so that's exciting. Thank you so much for your time.
Tech Break is brought to you by ACI Learning. Future-proof your company and accelerate your team's performance with ACI Learning's virtual instructor-led training. Or live classrooms at one of ACI's 6 learning hubs across the U.S. Enthusiastic experts are ready to elevate your team's knowledge. Visit ACIlearning.com and let ACI level up your IT team.